Hope everybody doing good. Um, 1 second, real quick. Hope everybody doing good. Um, Said earlier that I was gonna stream after the games. OKC put belt after a rough start on both sides of the ball. But oh my goodness. First off, first off. This game was so wild, especially in real time. It was so wild. Bro, I want you to know. So I was watching the whole game until I think it was 8 minutes left. It was 13-6. How about to say 13-60? It was 30-16. And I think the Rams were about to get the ball back. So I turned the game off. And then I was keeping up with it. I was keeping up with it on Rio, and I saw Rashid Shaheed scored. And so I went to Twitter and I saw Elite Takes had said something about this sport, and then I saw the kick return. I was like, okay, they got a shot. Speaking of it, here's it right here. I don't know why the hell is moving so slow, but yeah, boom, saw that, and then I missed this drive. I missed this drive right here, but I tuned in for the 2 point conversion, and that shit was crazy. Honestly, that being why you win the game is so crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but the Rams ain't got nobody to blame but themselves for why they didn't miss this game. Why they didn't miss this game. Why they lost this game. Dead ass. Um, that was a Puka. And you want to know what's crazy? Puka just had one of the best wide receiver games I've ever seen in my life, and that still isn't number one. That shit still belongs to DJ Moore for what he did to the Commanders, cause that shit was otherworldly, bro. But this is up there. This is literally up there with that performance. And Puka Puka really be getting like a lot of opportunities. Puka really gets a lot of opportunities. Why the fuck can the flame go larger than that? But yeah, Puka gets so many opportunities because of Matthew Stafford, bro, and Sean McVay. It makes it more impressive to me that DJ Moore did it with fucking Luke Getzey. But I digress because the Commander teams he was going against wasn't, you feel me, wasn't the best. Let me post on Twitter real quick. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I care about what Puka was doing on Aiden Stream because I'm not Jewish. But if that was a disrespectful Jewish gesture. How the fuck, gang? Like y'all niggas really gotta understand. Why the fuck would he know? Why the fuck would anybody like? Why the fuck would I know what is a disrespectful Jewish gesture or whatever the fuck the sentence is that I should be using? I don't know if it's disrespectful to Jews or if it's disrespectful to some. Like I don't know where the line was drawn, but regardless, what the fuck is that? Somebody like something somebody should just know. Obviously, whoever was offended felt some way, or obviously the community that was offended felt some way. So obviously there was something wrong with it. But when I'm looking at it, I'm trying to like figure out what it could possibly like be, and I'm just lost. I'm completely lost as to what could possibly be the issue with what he did. Now it's not my culture. It's not my place to fucking tell another culture what's disrespectful to them or not. I'm just saying I don't know what is disrespectful. I don't know what the gesture means. That's all I'm saying. And that being all people's gonna, I say gonna, and that being all people's talking about right now, sucks because it's taken away from his great game and a great game. Shout out to Kenneth Walker because this right here, dude. Whenever I check a Seattle game, Kenneth Walker is Kenneth Walker stats always suck because here, whenever I turn on a Seattle game, the O line run blocks properly for Charbonnet, but when it's time to run block for Kenneth Walker, it is literally stone walls across the entirety of the field, and he has nowhere to go. All right, so yeah, this is what I was saying last night though. Pete, because the Seahawks won, right? If the if the Bears win out and the Seahawks lose to the 49ers, I'm pretty sure we own the tiebreaker between the Seahawks. I'm pretty sure we own the tiebreaker between the Seahawks, and then we have the number 1 seed, get the first round bye. But one, we have to win out, and two, we have the 49ers have to beat them. I feel like that's what determines whether or not we play our starters on week 18, because I don't think week 18 is going to matter for the Bears if then 1 seed is locked up, because I think the Bears will already be locked. If the Bears win their next 2 games, I think they'll be a lock for the 2 seed. So that's what I'm saying. And no matter what, the Bears playoff opponent, if they are not the 1 seed, the Bears playoff opponent will be someone that they have played already. It's either going to be the Packers or the 49ers. Because look, I don't think the Lions are going to lose this week, but they already have two more losses than the Packers, so I don't think it'll matter. But let's say we beat the Packers, they move down to 9-5-1, and then the Lions are 9-6. Well, I'm pretty sure the Packers would just have to win a game, and then they'd be a lock for the 7th seed at that point. Because it would literally be impossible for the Lions to get into the playoffs because the Green Bay Packers own the tiebreaker because they swept them. That's proper math, right? 9, 5, win again. Sitting at 10. Yeah, there would have to be 3 games left in order to give them a chance, because they would have to have one more. They would have to have an extra game. The 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 49ers. If the 49ers win this week, they're playing next week against us. Wait, hold on. Wait, let me. When do they play? Hold on. Okay, yeah. So, Panthers, 49ers. So the 49ers have to beat them week 18. And the Seahawks won't be resting their starters. One, because it's a divisional game, but two, because it's an important divisional game. Like, they could already have it locked up, but it is an important divisional game. Packers, 49ers next week, and then Lions week 18. These are our next 3 opponents. The 6th seed, the 8th seed, and the 7th seed. Like, I I'm really trying to like think. Okay, so what's the? I'm pretty sure that's the only scenario in which the Bears can get the 1 seed. Win out plus the Seattle Seahawks loss. That's all. That's literally all we can do at this point. Win out plus the Seahawks loss, and then I think I think we're good for a number 1 seed. But this is where the problem. This is where the real problem comes in, because, gang, the 49ers would have nothing to play for in week 18, I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, if the Bears beat them next week. Especially if they lose this week. But I think they'll win. Like, I'm going based off of a win. Like, the number one seed is cooked if they lose this week. I don't think they'll play their starters week 18. I don't. And I think the only way that the Seahawks solidify their number one spot is if the Bears lose. Yeah, that's the only way. The only way to solidify their spot is if the Bears lose. The Bears is literally the only reason. Wow. The Bears are the only reason why there is not a clinched team in the NFC right now. That is fucking crazy to fucking think about. That is so crazy to think about. The Bears and the Rams, technically, because. But I mean, I'm seriously like. Because even if the Seahawks drop one, let's say Seahawks drop one of the next two, they're sitting at 13-4, and the Rams would also be at 13-4. But I'm pretty sure the Seahawks have the tiebreaker. So yeah, yeah. So well, yeah. Okay, so so 49ers moved to 11-4, right? Green Bay 9-5-1. Detroit 9-6. Who does Green? Who? I don't even know. Green play. Green Bay plays the Vikings. So need the Vikings to play spoiler. But realistically, what if? Okay, let me think. It really depends on who the Packers play week 18. Oh no, they play the Ravens and then the Vikings to finish out the season. Is there a world where the Packers go 0-3 to finish the season, finish 9-7-1, and then miss the playoffs because the Vikings went out? I mean, the Lions went out, or win two of their last three. My fault. Not went out. Win two of their last three, losing the last week at the Bears. You know. I'm pretty sure that's the scenario where. No, they would still have more. No. Yeah. The Packers have to win. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's crazy. No, the Bears absolutely have to win out. You get that? Here's my logic, right? So here's how things would shake up. If things play out how I'm imagining them, right? You're the Seahawks. Okay, so Bears win out. Seahawks lose to the 49ers in the last week of the season. Who's the gap game for the 49ers? It's us, right? Yeah, it's us. So Bears sitting at 13-4. Seattle would be at 13-4. The Bears would be here. Seattle would drop one. Then you have Seattle versus the Packers. Because the standings would the standings would stay the same because the Rams will have the highest seed overall here. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to finish 13-4 as well. San Fran, I think they'll finish 12-5. And then got the Packers finishing 10-6-1. So it would be Seahawks versus Packers instead of Bears versus Packers, and then San Fran versus Eagles, and then you feel me? And this changes a lot. It changes the course of the entire playoffs. Just these two play, like just this switch changes the entire course of the playoffs because versus the playoffs running through Seattle, it runs through Chicago and their weather. You got Seattle taking on the fucking Packers. You would take Seattle, no? Okay. And then Philly taking on San Fran. I mean, with the way Philly has played recently, you would take San Fran, but I personally would take Philly just because I know the Super Bowl resume that the players have, and I mean, I think they'll be able to overcome some struggles. Uh, and then you got the Rams versus the Bucks, which would probably be the best wild card game. I still think the Bucks are that. I still think the Bucks got that team that was there that early season. I do think injuries have just thrown off the entire chemistry of the team. I felt like Emeka Ibuka was feeding off the energy that Mike Evans was, the attention that Mike Evans was forcing the defense to pay, and then you feel me. Tez Johnson was playing well off of Ibuka. Like I felt Sterling Shepard was playing. Like I felt like they were all playing well, and all you needed was Chris Godwin to come in, and then everybody would have elevated as well. But then Mike Evans goes down, then Chris Godwin comes. Then Chris Godwin is still out, and then it's just Ibuka and friends, and the chemistry just thrown off for the rest of the season. Bucky Irving out pretty much the entire season. Like yeah, but I definitely think over these last 3 weeks they'll probably find their groove, and they'll probably give the Rams a fucking tough ass game again. Uh, how did the NFL playoffs work? You face the lowest seed, right? So the Bears' first opponent would probably remaining teams 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it would be Bears, Rams, Seahawks, Eagles, right? Bears, Rams. I'm taking them. I'm taking them. Yeah, nigga, yeah, you know what I'm saying, nigga, yeah, nigga, yeah, nigga, that'd be a fucking good ass game. Wow. No, yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about that. That ain't none of my business. It ain't nothing for me to speak on. Straight up. I know a lot of niggas gonna feel like they had a need to feel like they gonna have the right or the need to fucking talk on what the fuck Ty Lil got going on, bro. But my only opinion is this: the situation between Ty Lil and that girl and literally no one else. Them and their legal team now, but outside of that, and literally no one else. Not their groups, not their friends, not their families, nothing else. So I mean, anyway, I know a lot of people are expecting Jaguars Broncos to be a fucking good ass game. I'm really not, bro. I'm really not. Now I could be in for a surprise, but I'm really not expecting this to be a good ass game. I'm gonna go in completely like open though. Like I'm not gonna go in just expecting a dog shit ass blowout game. No, I'm gonna go in, just watch. But my prediction is that the Broncos defense just locks up the Jaguars offense. Bo Nix may have Bo Nix may throw a turnover. I should throw. Bo Nix may throw a pick, help him out a little bit, but I think the Broncos got this. I think it's kind of cool that football plays in a neutral location though. Completely different from basketball because the plan is for it to be at a neutral location because playing at the in basketball is obviously deserved, but playing at like the East team playing at the West team or the West team like at the East team's home, you feel me? Like imagine if the game 7 was like imagine if game 7s were at neutral locations. That like the entire course of NBA history would be probably skewed. No, yeah, the Ravens letting Mike McDonald leave that fucking locker room, biggest mistake they'll have for the next decade probably. The only reason why this isn't the worst mistake ever is that he didn't get signed to a team in the AFC. That would have been your worst nightmare. Like, my nigga, the Colts were literally the ones. Like, bro, the Colts went from running everybody to fucking out of the playoffs. And I'm so dead ass. I'm so dead ass. A Bears Texans Super Bowl would not surprise me in the slightest, bro. I promise you that Houston Texas team will probably be in the AFC Championship. That defense is way too good, and I don't see a single offense on this list that is going to be able to just move the ball on that defense. But I do see, and I only see really one defense that's just gonna fucking outright stomp the Houston Texans offense. So that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking we're getting Texas Broncos in the AFC Championship. I think the Bills are getting first rounded. Oh shit, they played the Jags. I don't. I think the Bills are getting second rounded. I think the Texans upset the Patriots. Shit, they might. The Texans might end up playing the Jags if they keep winning. Who the Bills got? Eagles, Jets. Like, yeah, if they lose to the Eagles, and because didn't the Texans play the Bills? Yeah, and they won, so they got the tiebreaker. So yeah, the Texans. Oh my gosh, the Texans. Like a win this week plus a Bills L. You're in the 6 seed, and then you control your own destiny. Oh shit! Wait. Chargers got the same exact record. Hold on. So yeah, the Texans would be able to move up to the 5th seed if they went out, if I'm not mistaken. And then their opponent would likely be who? Shit, wait, they can win the division. Shit. If the Jags, huh? Lost to the Jags, so they split. So we would go to who has the better division record. Split with the Jags, beat the Colts, beat the Titans both times. Versus the Jags. Who are undefeated in the division. No. Same record. I'm tripping. Rams, Seahawks, Bengals. Rams, Seahawks, Broncos, Bucks. So if the Broncos beat the Jags, how would this tiebreaker go? It would be based on who, if the Colts get beat by both of them, or no? It'd be based on if the Colts get beat by the Texans in Week 18. Am I understanding that correctly? Hey man, look, the AFC runs through that high elevation bullshit Denver got. Um, Denver just better hope that they don't face the Texans coming out of their bye week, because that's not going to be a pretty game. And I will 100% be taking the Texans. If the Texans end up being the seventh seed, they beat the New England Patriots, and they play the Broncos coming out of their bye week. I will 100% be taking the Texans if that is how the bracket works. If it's not, disregard this. But if it is, I promise you, I am 100, 1,000, 10,000% taking the Houston Texans over the Denver Broncos if I see them playing in the playoffs. Off of a Denver Broncos bye week. I don't care how wrong I am. Yeah, I saw Brendan Miller had a nasty poster in his hoe, and Dalen Johnson went stupid. Happy birthday to that boy. Um, it's unfortunate because I've been watching him since OU, but Trey Young, dead ass. If he doesn't get back to the level that he was at when he went on that ECF run, they're gonna have to trade him. Dead ass. He's becoming a hindrance to this team more than a fucking help. Because my thing about it is like, Trey, you're supposed to be. Oh my gosh. They called a foul? No way they lost that game. They did. They called a foul? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They called a foul right there. Wow. Like, are we serious? Am I tripping? He hit he hit he hit Westbrook in the face with the ball and they called a foul. Now I understand. Okay, now I do understand that there was there was arm contact right there. Elbow and elbow right here. Shit. There's elbow and elbow contact right here. Look right here. Right after he hits him in the face, Russ' hand goes up, Denny's arm goes up too. That part is a foul. But there's an offensive foul because Denny fucking hits him in the face with the ball. It's not like you're not allowed to do that. And they lost. That is so crazy. Wow. Jalen Brunson hit a fucking game winner. Damn. Damn, I got fucking like 4 games wrong. Do the bullshit though, I'm not gonna lie, but nonetheless, shit. I'm gonna make it. One day I'm gonna make it. Like, yeah, bro. Nice stats, man. Good game from Luka, bro. Like this, okay, I want niggas to notice something. And I do want it to be a point like that's driven. Look at the final score to this game. Look at the final score to this game. This was an overtime game. You know what this means? There was no defense played in this game. You want to know why there was no defense played in this game? Because this team right here employs a lot of no defenders. This team right here employs a lot of no defenders. So where do we get? A massive shootout in 4 quarters of basketball. How did you outscore everybody in 4 quarters? We knew what this was going to be. We knew what this was going to be. Especially with Trae Young and LaMelo Ball on the fucking court at the same time. We knew what this was going to be. But 143 points and 135 points in the same game, you niggas combined for 178 points. Come on, bro. Come on. 278 points. My fault. Like, what are we doing, bro? Play some fucking defense. And of course, they gave us a back to back. So, might as well make my predictions for today. Taking the Heat. If Bam Adebayo is playing, I'm taking the Heat. If he's not, I'm taking the Celtics. I'm taking the Sixers. Taking the Hawks. Taking the Cavs. You know who I got. Every game, it doesn't matter. Every game, you know who I'm picking. Every single game. If you see him on the schedule, you know who's being picked. Point blank period. You know who's on the fucking team? You know who's on the fucking team? And shout out to Jaylen Brown. Been fucking hooping. Everybody disrespected. Everybody been disrespecting Jaylen fucking Brown. Everybody been disrespecting Jaylen fucking Brown. And Jaylen fucking Brown came out and they said shit but fucking hoop. Who cares if he fucking sprays his fucking hairline? The nigga can hoop. Fuck. 1 for 1 on the NFL though. That's what count. What the fuck? Loki might react to both of those, but yeah, this is the one I want to see because I actually have no clue what's going on.
Predictions I've ever made across my time on the internet, you would probably find a worse record than the 2008 Detroit Lions. My correct predictions versus my incorrect predictions, it's not even a competition, it's an embarrassment. I have a near X-Men like mutation where if I make a prediction on something, I basically manifest the exact opposite into existence. But when it comes to Twitch and my hypotheses regarding their rule enforcement and how they're going to handle shit, so far, haven't really missed on that. So Nina Lynn, I've made a couple videos on. She's quickly become one of my least favorite people online. I feel the same way about her as children do about broccoli. I think she is just terrible, and even just having her put on my plate, I want to flip the table. She is just a truly destructive, annoying lobotomite I cannot stand. She also got away with sexual assault that was broadcast on Twitch and unapologetically treats it as some kind of joke that her victim should be embarrassed by, that he even thought that he was sexually assaulted. She openly treats it as though it's no big deal, even though it is blatant textbook sexual assault. But anyway, I'm not going to just regurgitate everything I don't like about her. It's basically everything. And a little while ago, she got banned for stealing from Target, and then she also went on stream to talk about how she's actually stolen a lot more from Target than we even think she did. So she received a ban for it, and a lot of people were thinking that it might be permanent. I went against the grain and said I think under no circumstances will it be permanent. If Twitch doesn't ban her for a literal crime, sexual assault, I can't imagine they're going to permanently ban her for stealing from Target. So I said pretty boldly, puffed out chest, that I think this will be like a week ban at most. It's been longer than a week, so hats off to Twitch. They've really done the difficult decision here to keep Sexual Assault Superstar off the platform for longer than a week, but I don't think it's going to last too much longer. And last night, a lot of people sent me a tweet claiming that Nina Lynn had been permabanned, which got me pretty excited. I was pumping my fist saying, yeah, whoopee, alright, cool, that's great news. I'd love to be wrong about my Twitch prediction. Now, where's the evidence? Did Twitch make a statement about it? Where's this coming from? Put that shit in my hand so I can start licking that shit like a lollipop, like a nice little dessert here. I'd love this to be true. But I can't find any information on her being permabanned at all. Just that single tweet that now a lot of other Twitter accounts are reporting. It seems to have just been pulled out of this guy's asshole. I can't find any statements on it whatsoever. So yeah, I took that with a big grain of salt. And then this morning, the sexual assault savant herself weighed in on this rumor saying, ain't no way
like, and this is what I be saying, like, the internet is just a place for niggas to spread information, like misinformation, like at such a fast rate. It's actually beyond annoying. Like, niggas will open any social media app, but more specifically Twitter. Niggas, because Twitter is where a lot of, real information is spread quickly. So when people literally spread misinformation just as quickly, but more of it, you feel me? It just makes it annoying. Niggas can just open up any app and it's just misinformation. The first thing you're met with is a fucking lie.
F's making shit up now. Y'all are obsessed. Don't worry, I'll be back. Should I do a trailer just because of this? Even just reading words from her is annoying because she has to intertwine her fake bravado into everything. Oh, it's just so fucking cringe. And what does that even mean? Should I do a trailer now just because of this? Like, that's her response to it? Oh, you made up rumors, huh? Well, you forced my hand. Now I'm going to have to go down the nuclear option of making a trailer. Didn't want to have to do this, but now I've gotta. okay, I guess, how tough. The only thing you should be making is a job application. Don't nobody want to watch a fucking Nina Lynn stream. Genuinely don't get who the audience is for sexual assault superstar Nina Lynn, because her shit sucks. The people watching that have to be the most stinky, unlikable losers imaginable. Like, all she does, especially post sexual assault, is just go out in public and yell. And that's kind of it. She tries so desperately to make it seem like she doesn't care, but everything she says, every word she types is always like, can't wait for them to be mad. Oh, you're gonna be mad. These hoes are so mad. Post it on Twitter. Fuck your mom. You're mad. That's all she ever talks about. That is not the behavior of someone who actually doesn't care. If it's the only thing that's ever in her empty fucking brain, it's so embarrassing. But anyway, the point of me yapping
This
about
nigga
this again was
fucking
just about
eviscerating
that rumor
her
of her
ass.
being permabanned.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced. There's no evidence to suggest she actually is permabanned. Yes, she is still smited as of this moment. She's still banned. But I don't think that means it's going to last forever. Though, round of applause to Dan Clancy and the Goof Troop over there at Twitch for keeping her banned this long. I didn't even expect it to be this long of a punishment. But again, I don't think it's going to last too much longer. They're probably on the edge of their seat biting their nails waiting to unban her. Because they didn't ban her permanently for a blatant sexual assault. I don't think they have permanently banned her for stealing. I just find that highly unlikely. But again, I'd love to be wrong. Most of my predictions are, so maybe this one is too. Anyway, she sucks. That's really about it.
Anyway, she sucks. Hey, but like, I don't know. I do feel like it is harder to. I feel like it is harder to find people on Twitch versus YouTube. It's also, I don't know, it's probably harder to watch people on Twitch than YouTube because you're just fucking. If it's not a small streamer, someone streaming to nobody or a little amount of people, so like a non-affiliate, you join their stream, you're not met with ads. You get the full experience of streaming. Like you're probably talking with them, chatting. You go join any affiliate, you open the stream, you're met with two ads, then you're sitting there and then 30 minutes later you're met with 10 ads. Like that completely kills the vibe versus YouTube. I don't know how I have YouTube Premium, and I feel like a lot more people either have ad blockers or YouTube Premium too. Um, so I feel like I don't know. I just feel like it's easier to find people, uh, find live streams or find people in general. Like it's not even just live stream. You can find because you can find VODs easier on YouTube. Like a random VOD will pop up on my homepage of someone's live stream. So I don't think that happens on Twitch. They don't throw out random like I don't see random like I can go on Twitch right now on my phone. Okay. It gives me the people I'm following in the live tab. It shows myself because I'm, you feel me, Silky, Cash Nasty. I actually have to, hold on. Shit, that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, I'm not finding, like, black crosses, but I'm pretty sure I follow this nigga. I do. This is what I'm saying. Like, they're not showing me people with. I've seen two people with double digit viewers on my live tab. Two. Everybody else in triple digits. This the third, but she was at Streamer University. So how is this a? You feel me? Like this isn't real. I can't consider that real. Like I just niggas with hundreds and thousands. Like this the lowest. 15. Uh-oh, found somebody with 6. So look, maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't be scrolling enough to find them, but I don't like you're not finding consistent new viewers. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like new streamers. Sorry, I don't think you're finding consistent. I don't think you're consistently finding newer streamers on Twitch, or you're finding them easier on Twitch than you are on YouTube. I feel like random live streams pop because YouTube literally sends you down random rabbit holes, especially when you go to sleep. They send you down random rabbit holes that you don't even know, and then you end up with random stuff on your homepage. Like I literally have people I'm not subscribed, people I've never heard of on my homepage. I have somebody with 9 views on my homepage right now with a stream from 3 days ago. Like that's all I'm saying. Like this, I don't know. Like I feel like I really feel like I should just do YouTube, but time, at the same time, Twitch is already like I don't know. I don't know. It's a decision I'm gonna have to make at some point, but as of right now, I'm really not sure. Like especially when like I'm not getting nothing. Like, I'm not getting I'm not getting nothing on either side of it. It doesn't matter what I mean, it doesn't matter right now, but I definitely want to maximize. And plus, it takes a lot of time, bro. You know how much time like these like I understand it just from setting my stuff up. Gang, a lot of these a lot of these streamers real life have to like do a lot of shit. Like there's a lot of shit that I haven't even gone through. Like I'm just in the baby steps. Like I haven't gone through emos, channel points, polls, a bunch of real chatters. Like, I haven't set up subs and gifted and none of that. I haven't done none of that. That's not, I mean, obviously because that's not my priority right now, but nor is it something that I'm like even really able to do. But it's just an example of all just the little things that they have to worry about, plus the actual content itself. Like, there's a lot of shit that go into it, and I do think I do think I can handle it, but I mean, right now, the only things I would really stream right now are fucking uh uh uh, uh maybe basketball, probably basketball, and then reacts and games like. But even then, I don't know how to like change. Like, I don't know how to change my shit from IRL, desktop, all of that shit. It's something I have to learn as I progress through it. But you feel me? Like, it's a lot of people. Like, bro, there's probably someone out there that's been streaming for 10 plus years, still ain't made it. Like, it should take a long ass time, bro. And that's why I really try and keep my palette open so that I can I can relate to multiple audiences. Like, I want to have my favorite sport is basketball, so I want to have a basketball audience. But I also love watching football, so of course I want to have a football audience, so I know more about football as I keep watching it. I've learned a lot about football over the course of the past 2 or 3 years because I've started actually watching film so that I know what quarterbacks should be doing. I know what wide receivers should be doing. I know what O linemen and D linemen and DBs. Like, I know what these players should be doing on the field based off of their alignment. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, that's why I watch a lot of Nightcap because what's the name? Two former Hall of I don't know if I think Ocho's a Hall of Famer, but two former Hall of Famers talking ball, and it gives me a verbal it gives me a way to verbally to hear it through the mouths of professional football players. It gives me a way to intake it verbally without seeing it, but then remember that when I do see it, so that I know what it is. Now basketball, I got basketball probably to a T. Now, do I have all the terminology and all that shit? No, but do I? But if you give me like like I can tell you what to do, but I can't give you the word for it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to give you a word for it. Like, if I'm coaching you, like if I'm coaching you, literally, and I'm telling you, I'm asking you to do something, you do it because if it fails, whose fault does that fall on? The coach, right? If you don't do it and then something bad happens, whose fault does that fall on? You feel me? But I digress. But I also want a video game audience because I like playing video games. But I don't want a singular video game audience. I want an audience from people that may want to watch 2K, people that may want to watch Madden, people that may love watching Rivals, people that are interested in the finals, people interested in Dead by Daylight, Rainbow. fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, Overwatch, GTA. Like I like to keep my Pokemon. Like I like to keep my palette open. Minecraft. You probably won't see me on Fort ever again because I can't do it, bro. I can't do it, bro. Niggas always want to play builds, and truly fuck that build shit, bro. Niggas are way too weird on that build shit, bro. It like before I wouldn't have minded, you know, but now way too many niggas, like way too many niggas know how to build way too crazy, bro. Way too many niggas got in that lab. And I'm just not doing it, bro. Like I'll play Fortnite no builds, bro. That's me. But if it's builds, bro, just count me out, bro. You're dead ass playing. If we're in quads, you're playing 3v4. If it's duos, you're playing 1v2. If it's trios, you're playing 2v3. Like, what? Like, no, bro. And it's like I used to play COD for real, dog. But COD, the last COD that I had the most fun on was Cold War, bro. Dead ass. Vanguard was cool, but that shit was so annoying. But Cold War was the last one I had like true fun on. I'm not even gonna sit here and cap. Black Ops 6 was the least amount of fun I had on COD in a very long time. Very long time. Like my nigga, the first day on the game, the very first day, niggas are literally prone on top of shit sniping through like sniping niggas through crevices. Like I'm good off of that. Niggas being ultra weird, running around with fire shotguns and all this other shit. Like be cool, nigga. Like why do you niggas choose to be like this? Niggas run around this hoe with melees and fucking unstoppable shotguns. Like my nigga, the map's too fucking big. Like it was a lot of shit I didn't like, and then more specifically, the fact that I had to level up my gun, fucking, what was it like, 50 levels or some shit? Cut it out, cut it the fuck out. That shit was literally ridiculous, gang. And that shit literally once I saw that shit, that literally killed my vibe for the rest of the year. I literally didn't want to touch COD ever again. Gang, why the fuck, gang? Why the fuck would I want to play that shit over and over and over and over and over again when it wasn't fun in the slightest? There wasn't a single amount of fun in that in Black Ops 6. None. Black Ops 6 multiplayer might have been the worst multiplayer I've ever touched in my life. That shit sucked ass. Shit was so annoying, so ass. Black Ops, man, Cold War was literally lit, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Cold War had. Not only did Cold War have like decent, like the maps weren't too small, but they also weren't too big. But the guns were at normal levels. Like I'm leveling up a gun at level to level 45. Okay, I feel like that's reasonable, nigga. I'm pretty sure I had to level up a gun at like level 60 or something in Black Ops 6. Like my nigga. And mind you, I got on Black Ops 6. I got on Warzone Black Ops 6 late. Like I was playing Rivals, so the the fact that them niggas had upgraded fully, like I was essentially behind. Like when the next season came out, and that new overpowered gun came out, I was stuck on the last overpowered gun. You feel me? So when everybody touching the growls and the kilos and the fuck this the oh my goodness, I think it was the PPSH. Yeah, I was on the fucking unupgraded C9 and the unupgraded growl. I was on the unupgraded cipher. Like, yeah, bro, it wasn't a fun experience game. And mind you, niggas are literally just slamming me no matter what. I shoot them first, don't miss a shot. They just fucking slam me anyway. Like, yeah, bro, it just wasn't a fun experience, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. That shit was not a fun experience. Like, you feel me? I don't claim to. I don't sit here claiming to be the best COD player, but I know when I play COD enough. At a certain point, I no longer become ass, and I was playing COD enough that I knew I was no longer ass, and it wasn't me, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit here, and maybe it is me, bro, but I'm not gonna sit up here and grind fucking 60 levels of a gun in your sorry ass multiplayer game mode. Sorry, it's just not fun. Especially when it was SMGs and it was that one map with the fucking crater, dog. I'm telling you, niggas. First off, when I play with my homeboys, niggas love to play Search. Don't know why, but when niggas weren't playing Search and we were on that map, my nigga, it is the same shit. You got a nigga with a fire shotgun, you got a nigga with a sniper prone, and you got a nigga with a melee running around this hoe with it fucking crazy. And it's just hell everywhere I fucking run. I spawn, I run through the door, the melee nigga waiting for me. Bow. Spawn again, run around, shotgun nigga. Torqued. Flank around, sniped. Like, yeah, bro. Now, obviously, there's some kills here and there, but, you know, for the most part, it's just pain and suffering and boredom. Black Ops 6. Oh yeah, the Warriors losing to the Suns, and Curry went like 3 for fucking 15 or some shit. Yeah, whew, bad, but you know you got to learn to not be reactionary. It's fucking, it's fucking Stephen Curry. How many games in his career has he shot under fucking? How many times in Steph Curry's career has he shot over 13 shots and made less than fucking 7? I'm saying that, but watch that shit be a high ass number. I mean, regardless though, it's just like, damn, damn, damn. So if I touch, bro, here's the problem, bro. I'm like, I really haven't been in a showdown mood, bro. Ever since. I'm gonna give y'all some lore real quick. So, for a very long time, I've been playing Pokemon Showdown, and by a very long time, I mean a very long time. We're talking about like it was one of the very first things that I looked up on a laptop. This is like We're literally talking about. I've probably been playing Pokemon Showdown for a decade. Shit, probably longer, but I know at least a decade. And so I'm well, I'm very knowledgeable about Pokemon. I'm well versed. I don't know if that's the word. Uh, I'm pretty good at battling. I'm pretty good at competitive battling. I've been in my fair share of finals, won my fair share of tournaments. But I want to say, damn, it's been a long ass time, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think it's been a year, but I'm just gonna say it's been a year. About a year ago, I was in a I was just in a I was just in a random battle tournament. Um, I don't think it was actually. I don't. No, no, no. That's the wrong one. I don't. No, 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 no. The tournament I'm thinking of was a UU tournament. So I wasn't the biggest fan, and I'm still not really, but I wasn't the biggest fan of Gen 9 OU when it first came out, and I was more of an OU guy. And I'm a huge Hydrapple fan. I'm not even a grass. I'm not a grass type guy. I'm literally not a grass type guy at all. But Hydrapple is literally tough as fuck. Three good abilities, one good signature move, good move pool with a great coverage that works well with its stats. Like they pop they shit with Hydrapple. But anyways, so I had my little Hydrapple team, whatever, whatever. So I'm I'm battling this nigga in I think it was like the semis or whatever. Oh my gosh, my nigga. Oh my gosh, just thinking about this shit pissed me off, bro. Like, so, uh, I was down to like my last two mons. I had set my mon up. Who was it? I wonder if I got the team. I wonder if it saved the team. Gen 9 UU anywhere? No. I gotta see UU real quick. I know I had Hydrapple. I had damn. What the fuck? What the fuck did I have? Hydrapple. I had Garg. This was when Garg was in UU for some reason. Uh, Regardless, I had Garg and one other Mon alive. I had Garg maxed the fuck out. And the nigga got a crit. Won the game. And I've just been on and off ever since. Like, it's just been like when I get on, I get hacked, then I get off. Like, it's just not fun to get fucking hacked. If I'm being 100% completely honest with you, I'll get into one battle. I'll get into one singular battle. I am not with the bullshit, if I'm being honest. Like, look at this shit. Look at the shit look at the shit I'm being forced upon in the first game. How am I supposed to beat this nigga? Please tell me. Please tell me how I'm supposed to beat this guy. Hmm? 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 He clicks the ice move, I die. I click close combat, he doesn't. Like, my nigga. Okay, bro. And I'm fucked. I'm just fucked here because ice. Oh my gosh. Yeah, bro. I'm throat chop. I should have sucker punched. Why did I not sucker punch? This is fucking low elo. Why am I trying to predict, bro? Oh, he outspeeds me, huh? Dude, I lost. Why am I in this hoe, bro? I lost. Like, yeah, bro. Like, that shit was just not fun. Like, okay, bro. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro. I didn't have my Rambats tool. I didn't have my Rambats tool tip, bro, and that's really the problem. Fuck. My hair's getting into my eye and just making my shit burn, bro. This shit's gonna piss me off, bro. This shit's gonna piss me off. My eye's literally on fucking fire, dog. I cannot, like. Oh my gosh, dog. Oh my fucking gosh. This is why I sit around with the fucking bonnet on all day, bro. Because this shit just gets in my fucking eye, dog. Man. I know I ain't play no games tonight, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at my P5 games right now, and honestly, bro, I'm still kind of like annoyed at that 2K shit yesterday, so I need an extra day off from that. I'm not really, I'm not really in the mood to play Rivals. Which, if I'm saying that, this game is clearly out of its prime, and that's just that. Point blank. Period. The game is out of its prime if I can't get if I'm not excited to play fucking Rivals. I literally want to play that game every single fucking day when it was fun. But they've lost the meaning of what did it mean? They've lost the meaning of fun. Like divers can't have fun because everybody stays alive because of triple heal. Like I'm confused on I'm confused on why. Nigga, is my shit cut off right now? What the fuck? Like, I guess. But nah, bro. It's gotta be something wrong with this game, bro. Like dead ass. We already know there's something wrong with 2K. We already know there's something wrong with Madden. But Marvel Rivals is dead ass just falling off. And whether that be the game's fault or the players, I think it's both. But it's just not as fun. Like that's literally all it is. It's just not fun. When I'm playing Marvel Rivals, like when I was playing Thor or Marvel Rivals, I wasn't having fun like I was in previous seasons. And I mean, I guess niggas just like here's the funny part, right? Here's the funny part about fucking the way I had to play, right? So their team would stick together, right? So I go up. So if I try and walk up to their team on the point, say we're playing convergence, I walk up to their team on the point. Oh my fucking! I think I have hair in my eye because it literally won't stop burning. Um, but let's say I walk up to their team. I'm literally getting melted, right? And so then I fucking dash back to my team, and they're still walking the point. Still walking the point. No one's walking up. No one's trying to fight. Nothing. They have a Hella or a Hawkeye in the back line, just fucking doing whatever the fuck they want with no dive. Um, I can't get up close and fucking brawl and fight and be a fucking tank because my healers don't know how to use their fucking cooldowns. Every single healer has a every single healer has a way to stop dive. Every single healer has a way to stop dive. And the fact that they continually get buffed is just so annoying, bro. I have never struggled to kill healers more than I have in this season. With Thor, with anybody, my nigga. Shit is so dumb. I cannot believe this shit, dog. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up on out of here. Hope everybody have a good night. I don't know. I don't know when the next stream will be. If I'm being honest, I'm going back home, and the Wi-Fi isn't good. Like it's not good. It's not gonna be good enough to spark up a regular stream. Cause I lag on Pixelmon and lag on Roblox. I'll probably be lagging on my P5, but I'll try and spark up a stream if I can.